this PGA Tour event brought to you by 2K Sports. We're at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. Luke Elvey back in the booth with my boy Rich Beam and Beamer. We're at the place which has the famed stadium hole. We're at TPC Scottsdale and, well, it's the loudest show in golf, isn't it?
It's the greatest show on grass, there's no doubt. When players are at this course, the course kind of speaks for itself. It's pretty much right in front of you. There's a couple of tricky shots here and there, a couple of really tough holes. Number 7 and 8 back-to-back come to mind. A few stretches there is difficult, but the difficult thing about playing here is the distractions, the crowds, the enormity of them, the yelling, the screaming. It's endless, and in order to play this golf course effectively, you almost need to put in earplugs because you need to focus on what you're doing, but the distractions are out there every hole, all day long.
What's it like to step foot in the stadium hole?
It's incredible. You feel like everybody is standing right on top of you, and the last thing you want to do is hear the boos. And so you really focus in on hitting the green to hear the cheers, and they're going to cheer for you when you do something good, but they're going to let you have it if you do something bad. It can be a very stressful place to play if you're not accustomed to that, but you can also have a lot of fun with it if you like to get on that road.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. This one might need to get down a little. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. And this effort from Patrick Cantlay just a short while ago. I can watch shots like this all day, every day. Well, there's a scorecard saver, Rich. That's perfection. Okay, let's get back to the action. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. That's frustrating. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And down it goes. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Well, Rich, I feel like this is a bit of a rhetorical question, but what's your favourite part of the Waste Management Phoenix Open?
All of it. There's not a single thing that I don't love about it. I find it, since I first started coming here in 1999, to be an absolute, I don't want to say circus because that's not the right word, but this is a social gathering. I once saw a guy, Luke, walking around in a jumpsuit made of pennies. Made of pennies, and I didn't know if it was chainmail or what, but in 1999, I saw this guy and thought, you know what? This tournament's a little different than the rest. As we've seen throughout the years, that's exactly what it's turned into. I mean, this is just a massive social gathering in Scottsdale. The players embrace it. They love it. They get it. They get into it by throwing stuff in the crowd on 16, wearing jerseys, dressing up, getting into the action, getting into the fun, if you will. It's unlike any other golf tournament in the world, and should be. This is a special event in a special place.
The stadium hole gets a lot of the focus. Over 500,000 fans through the gates through the course of the week. But for all the partying, all the fun and frivolity that takes place, there's a fair bit of serious work that gets down to the end, isn't there?
Well, they're playing for a lot of money, a lot of FedEx Cup points, as we know. But listen, these guys are out there to compete and win. But they don't lose the one atmospheric part about it, and that is everybody is out there to be entertained. And that's what they're trying to do. Entertain them. Make a lot of birdies if you can, because that's what it takes. You gotta make birdies to win this tournament. Whether this week is going to be delicious, go get them.
A well holed, he'll take the birdie. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. And this effort by Justin Thomas. This next shot coming up from the sand. Ooh, well, that's incredible. And for birdie too.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Second shot here on the 6th. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Okay, steady now. And with that, you can go and put a par on the card. So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. Just one off the lead after that hole. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just a stroke behind the leader. Looks like they just forgot to hit it, Rich.
Downhill putt, and certainly was robbed on that effort. That starts off on a good line.
And that's a way to fight back from a tough break. Well holed.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee, great recovery.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 215 yards from the back tees. A straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Going with the 5 wood. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
And let's take a look at this shot from just a moment ago. Justin Thomas with a great shot here. Well, that's high quality. I'm sure they're aiming for it, but for it to go in, that's awesome. Let's return to live play now. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. It was on a good line. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Oh, what a stroke. Solid par putt, that. Currently 1 under for the event. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Yeah, that one's looking good. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. And this putt to move into a tie for second. That was a gallant attempt. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
I'm down here on the 9th hole, guys. This is Patrick Cantlay's next one.
This shot now being played from the fairway bunker. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Finishing hole of the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale is a solid par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. The big hitters will get after this hole, as there's plenty of room down the left-hand side. Although if you challenge that bunker on the right off the tee, it gives you just a short wedge into a green. It's only guarded by a pot bunker at the front and then a back right bunker. A chance here to make a birdie. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's well played. Pin high. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Putt is underway.
Ooh. Opportunity to make their par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. He's in a share of 3rd place. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Let's recap the action from just some moments ago. Tony Finau has got plenty of power, but he's also got plenty of finesse. John's down on the course, and do you have a better look at this lie?
Well, they're in the deep rough here, but they ended up with a, pretty favorable lie considering.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Nicely done.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
This one looking really good.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Only 1 shot off the pace. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
He's already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Oh, so close. It's just about 3 feet away. I like the look of this. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. At -2, going along nicely today. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch. John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
13th hole. This is Patrick Cantlay's next shot.
Oh, how good was that?
That chip in for Eagle works 8 days a week in my book.
So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for top spot. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Ooh, right by the hole. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. This one started out on a good line. Yeah, good putt. Well holed. Just one off the lead after that hole. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Taking aim from about 170 yards, 1 stroke off the lead. That might be 1 club too many. Handy effort, that one. Let's take a look at JT just a little while ago.
Third shot now.
They've holed it. And back to the course with the live action. All right, John, how's this putt looking?
Well, from my viewpoint at least, looks around 29 feet.
Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? And that brings to an end that hole. He's currently tied for second. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. this putt to move into a share of first.
Wants to make it with just 3 holes remaining.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
I'm over on the 16th, and this is Patrick Cantlay's next shot.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Little putt shot here. Oh, yes! What a result! Fantastically played.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Just didn't drop. And this one is for his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale's an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Let's take a look at Justin Thomas from earlier. A great shot by our leader. This is why they're on top, Rich. Lining up for his 3rd now. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. He's currently in a share of top spot. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Well, the equation's pretty simple. If you chip this in, you'll win the event. Wow, that's misjudged. That's been an impressive display today. This for a 66. Oh, just missed.
And they can only sit back and watch the victor earn his spoils.
And that's how he signs off on this event. Oh, you never like to see that, Rich. A player failing to deliver when it mattered most.
Absolute meltdown of epic proportions. Hopefully they can learn from it, but it was painful to watch, and I'm sure it's going to be painful for that player for a while.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.